Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports was recorded on Saturday, February 27th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at the Dugout, and the Dugout is an indoor softball and baseball training facility in Independence, which features 3 turf fields, 6 batting cages, and 3 pitching tunnels. The Dugout offers camps and clinics, individual and team training, kids' parties, and more. The Dugout is located at 4466 South Nolan Road in the Nolan South Shopping Center. To find out more, visit thedugoutkc.com or call them at 816-313-5634. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness can be picked up at over 700 locations in KC, and it's absolutely free. Also, this month, KC Sports celebrates our 19th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the upcoming spring 4-on-4 hockey leagues, plus camps coming up later in the summer. In our Sporting Lee Summit soccer report, we write about the volunteer parents who've kept one of the city's largest youth soccer organizations going strong for almost 50 years. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website, too. I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Just visit that website, kcsportspaper.com, and sign up where it says, Join our fan club. Then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, I mentioned that we are here at a new baseball and softball facility called the Dugout, and we're joined on Good Sports by the people that are behind this new facility. They are Kristy and Aaron Wisely, and their daughter Taylor also joins us in the background. Wave, say hi, Taylor. Well, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for hosting us. So when did the facility open?
So we opened this facility on November 21st of 2015, the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Oh wow! What a time to open it! I'll bet.
Yeah, we tried to catch the prime time for the indoor training.
Oh yeah,
for
sure. So how long had you been thinking about doing something like this?
So we've been thinking about this for about 3 or 4 years now.
Really?
The daughter's played softball for about 8 now. And it's always been difficult in this area to find an indoor facility to train in the winter, especially when you're a comp team like this. It's basically a year-round sport now, so we're hopping from facility to facility, and a couple of them closed, and Kristy and I decided about 4 years ago, once we find the right spot, that we need to do this for the community.
Well, give us your address again. I just gave it out, but give us your address again so that people know where it is, and other things in the landscape that people might know where they are.
Yeah, we're at 4466 South Nolan Road in Independence, Missouri. We're in the same parking lot as Harbor Freight.
Okay.
Right behind Red Lobster, Arvest Bank. There's a Mama Garden's Chinese restaurant right out front here, too.
And a Baskin-Robbins around the corner.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you guys are all set. That you can just live here and spend all your time here. But both of you guys work a regular job, is that correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a lot of after-hours work, but you've got Taylor to take over for that after she gets out of school, correct?
If she so chooses to, yes.
So how's it been going so far? Is everything going good?
Yeah, I think it's going really well. We have a good mix of softball and baseball teams. We get a good mix of individuals and teams coming in. Mm-hmm. And everybody that comes here seems to really like the facility and what we're able to offer, so they can train their teams to get ready for the outdoor season that's coming up. So we're definitely thrilled with the teams that we have in and how they love it, and more keep coming.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So what's going on here today? There's all sorts of activity going on in this field behind us. In particular, it looks like they have a game going on right now, actually.
Yeah, so this team, this is actually one of Taylor's teams. There's 3 softball teams out here right now. There's 2 16 teams and an 18-year-old team.
Wow.
They run their practices in here for 2 to 3 hours on Saturdays. They also practice on Wednesdays. So they play simulated games in here. The field's big enough that they can do that and get a full infield practice in. So
right. Yeah, they were working on double plays and first to thirds and dealing with bunts and things like that as well. So you've also got adults that are coming in here a little bit later. We, when in the other segments that we tape here, we might see some adults. Is that right?
It's possible. They did call and said it's pretty nice. If it was nice,
They're
they
gonna
were
go play
gonna
golf.
out. Yeah, but yeah, no. We specifically today was a 55 and over men's slow pitch team. We have a lot of slow pitch guys. A lot of younger slow pitch teams come in, both men's and co-eds.
Nice.
They use the 6 tunnels here way back on the other side of the facility, but they're in here quite a bit too.
Sure. So what are your hours here at the Dugout? When can people come in and use the facilities? And is it a by appointment or is it a walk-in and pay type of thing?
Well, we're open Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9. We're closed on Fridays unless special arrangements have been made for special practices or events.
Sure.
And then Saturdays we're here 10 to 8 p.m. and Sundays 10 to 6. So recommendations would be always to have a reservation in case we're full.
Right.
Right now we only have one softball pitching machine and one baseball one. So if you want to make sure that you're going to have the machine when you get here, definitely would appreciate a heads up that you're coming to make sure you're not disappointed that somebody else is using it when you get here. But it is an open facility, so anybody can come at any time.
Yeah, so give us the information on how people can make a reservation.
You can call 313-56-3 for...
So it's 816-313-5634.
Or you can email us at info@thedugoutKC.com.
Okay.
And we can take care of it that way.
Okay.
Now, you can see our availability on our website, which is thedugoutKC.com, and you can view our availability through the eSoft planning tool that we have. So you can see exactly what we see, except we just don't take reservations online yet.
Right. I gave an overview of the facility a little bit earlier, but fill us in on what can happen behind us and what you have over there and all the equipment you'd mentioned. You have 2 pitching machines. What can happen here?
Right. So we have 21,000 square feet here. 17,000 of it is turfed. What we offer here is we have 6 permanent batting cages with pitching L's, tees, to work on mechanics, soft toss. We have a 40 by 80 field. Where individuals can work on, fielding drills. It will pull into 3 tunnels, and you can do pitching and hitting. We also have an 80 by 80 field that will pull 6 tunnels, and you can do the same. I mean, as you see behind us, you can do a full infield, or you can do individual drills. Our pitching machines, they're called hack attacks. They're 3-wheel design, both of them. We have a baseball and a softball. They throw at the right angle. The baseball's overhand, the softball's underhand and lower.
Right.
The baseball machine can throw knuckle, a split, a curve, a screwball. The softball machine can throw a drop, a rise, a screwball. They throw all the different pitches and at all the different speeds.
So a change-up is something that's possible for somebody like me that couldn't catch up to any of those things. Now, is it the kind of thing where somebody has to stand behind it and feed it, or is it fed by somebody else?
Yeah, the coaches or the parents manually feed them into the machine.
Okay.
And one reason why we decided to go ahead and go with these machines, because there's not a lot of them around the area, is they do throw the real leather balls. So we never had to get into the dimpled balls. You can't use your bat that you play with in a game. So we're excited to be able to have machines that can simulate exactly what you're going to have outside.
That makes perfectly logical sense. So any age can come and use the facility, is that correct? Or?
Oh, yeah, we any ages. Like I said, we have a 55 and over men's team that comes in here. Just the other night I had a couple 7-year-old boys that were trying to, this is going to be their first year in machine pitch, so we got them familiar with the machine and used to the sounds the machine is makes so they don't get scared. But, yeah, any age is welcome here.
Yeah, that's terrific. Now, you've had some upcoming camps and things like that have gone on here. I think you have one that's coming up as well. Fill us in on what you plan to do with the facility and what's coming up.
Well, we've had 2 college exposure camps in January, which brought in a lot of kids so they could have some one-on-one time with some college coaches, and we plan on doing that, every year as we can. We've had a catching camp. We're getting ready to have a slapping camp, and here in a little bit you're going to interview one of the coaches that's going to head up our speed and agility side
Sure.
of the house. So just bringing that indoors as well.
That's wonderful. Now you've added an area specifically for Taylor to get some work done here when she's not out on the field. The party zone, which is, I'll get a picture of the sign and all that stuff. What's going to be going on in the party zone?
Well, the party zone is just an open room. We like to think that a lot of teams will be able to utilize that space before practice or after practice to help sort through uniforms, schedules, and everything like that. Give the parents a good place for a meeting place, around practice. Or if you want to bring a birthday party in here, Taylor is going to be one of our party hosts, because you get a dedicated party host.
I see.
You can play kickball, dodgeball, or wiffle ball on the big field for an hour, and then take your party up to the party zone for opening of presents, cake, and pizza.
Very nice. Very nice. So to make a reservation for the party zone, it's the same process?
Yes, exactly.
So it's 816-313-5634.
34.
Did you get it right? I don't know. Well,
think so.
that's all right. That's all right. We'll fix it. I want to thank you guys so much for hosting us today. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from the Dugout baseball and softball training facility located at 4466 South Nolan Road in the Nolan South Shopping Center. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages.
Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033.
These days, we're all so busy and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make your appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And right now, take advantage of off-season rates, $34 on weekdays and $42 on weekends, including cart. For tee times, visit winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Done with those diets that don't work? Now there's Profile. Profile is the weight management plan created by Sanford Health, one of the nation's largest health systems. The Profile plan combines nutrition, activity, and lifestyle into a plan specifically for you. And right now, mention this ad and get 50% off your new membership. Call Profile at 913-353-3671 or visit profileplan.net. Sign up now for Sporting Lee's Summit U7 to U14 Spring Break Soccer Camp. It's a fun-packed program to help improve your player. Camps run from 9 a.m. to noon from March 22nd through 24th. For more information, visit sportingls.org or call Sporting Lee Summit at 816-554-2255. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. They're strong, And then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Dugout. The Dugout is an indoor softball and baseball training facility in Independence, which features 3 turf fields, 6 batting cages, and 3 pitching tunnels. The Dugout offers camps and clinics, individual and team training, kids' parties, and more. The Dugout is located at 4466 South Nolan Road in the Nolan South Shopping Center. To find out more, visit thedugoutkc.com or call them at 816-313-5634. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month, we write about the Happy Feet and Mini Kicker soccer program for 3 to 5-year-olds. And in this issue, we honor U.S. Army high school top performers from Piper High School, Shawnee Mission North, and feature a future soldier from Mid-Buchanan High School near St. Joe. And coming up on March 12th, we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And on an upcoming Tuesday evening in March, we'll be at Z Sports in Greenwood visiting with representatives and players from Sporting Lee Summit. And if you'd like to have us come out and tape a show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. Now, I mentioned we're here at the Dugout, a new baseball and softball training facility, and we're joined in this segment by Coach Terry Harris. He's the Director of Player Development here at the Dugout. Welcome, Terry. Thank you so much for joining us today.
All right, thanks for having us.
Got you off the field for just a few seconds to get a little bit of a rest. So give us some background on yourself. I did a Google search, and your name popped up a few times. So
well, good.
Give us a little background.
Well, I never played professionally. I did have the opportunity to throw batting practice for the Royals during the 81 strike season.
Oh, wow.
Right in between when they settled the strike and when they had the All-Star game, they brought some college pitchers in, and I was one of the 4 fortunate ones to get a chance to actually throw some live BP. I scouted, helped full-time scouts doing biomechanical analysis. That's what my background's in.
Really?
I'm an exercise physiologist, biomechanic. Been teaching for 30 years, coached at O'Hara High School, been involved with quite a few of the facilities around town in 30 years.
Sure.
Had a lot of athletes. A lot of people have come through what I've done and gone on to wherever their ultimate end game is, where their talent usually gets them to the point where the game usually gives up on them before they give up on the game.
So has in the 30 years, has baseball changed a lot?
Yes, it's changed quite a bit.
How so?
The advent of recruiting tournaments has really changed it a lot, and it's just difficult, I think, for some players to actually get the looks that they need. Mm-hmm. What I've always been involved in is taking players to schools as opposed to paying thousands of dollars to go to a recruiting tournament hoping that somebody sees you.
Sure.
And we do the same thing on the softball side.
Sure.
We take players actually to college campuses and develop relationships with coaches.
That's really nice. That's a wonderful way to approach it. So you're part of what's called the Performance Zone here at the Dugout. What programs do you offer for teams and groups and individuals?
Well, we have I've been involved in setting up group instruction modes for pitching, batting, fielding, and have a really, I guess, a seamless way to integrate transitioning, throwing into fielding applications, and also applying the biomechanics to the hitting side of things. So we can do group instruction. We do position-specific training. We have physical area in the back where we can do specific training programs that help the skills that we're actually giving while we're teaching the techniques.
So if someone comes to you, if I were to bring one of my kids or somebody that I knew in that needed some assistance in their fielding or their batting, what kind of an evaluation process do you go through with that individual to determine what to?
Well, it's a lot like a doctor. You're going to throw them some balls. The doctor is going to poke and prod on you and take your temperature and see how you react to certain things. I'll throw balls, and in terms of batting, and we'd be able to see in 3 or 4 throws what we need to work on. The whole idea is not necessarily to break the batter down, but to actually teach something that's specific to the way the batter can do the skill, and then get them to adopt some universals. There's some universal things in hitting, universal things in throwing that every good performer does, and then there's some things that are style related that you got to change based on physical strength, maturity, the ability to adapt to this situation.
For sure, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, each person has their own different batting style and how they see the ball and things like that. And some things one of the methods, I was fortunate enough to be able to take digital video equipment down to spring training in 1999 for 8 days. I did 8 hours worth of filming and did a film study on fielding technique, batting technique, pitching technique. Wow. And that's how I developed those universals. 80% of the major leaguers did certain things. That's what we teach here. That's wonderful. That's great. So how can people get a hold of you to schedule a session with you?
Well, you can text me, 816-797-0561. We have some group text opportunities where you can stay in touch. We use a system that we blast texts out. You could also email us at instruction@thedugoutkc.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. There's so many more things we could cover. We're just out of time, but I appreciate you joining us.
Well, thanks for having us.
Now joining us on Good Sports is Sean Bristow, who is the speed and strength coach here at the Dugout. And he brought a couple of guests with him as well. Sean, who's behind you there?
This is the Blue Spring Storm 10U fast pitch competitive team. I help coach this team, and these are the girls. Say hi.
Yeah, say hi. They were here today, and they were working with you on some speed and agility type of stuff. What were you working with them on?
Just hand-eye coordination, footwork, seeing the ball, hand on top, and just getting to their point where they need to get to.
So, are you from Kansas City? What are some of the things that some of the other teams that you coached or have coached?
I coached football for 8 years.
Oh, wow!
Baseball for a couple years, and I played slow pitch for many years, and kind of came up with that family. And Chris Dickerson and I started Storm a couple years ago, and it's turned into quite a family here, and we just enjoy doing it. We love doing it. We got a good group of girls, good group of parents that help push us through, so it's a lot of fun.
How many teams do you work with on a usual basis here?
It's usually individual, but I do have some teams that are going to come in as full teams to work with, and that's a lot of fun. You get to know the girls, and they get to work hard together and kind of compete with each other.
So give us a little teaser. There's all sorts of speed and agility and strength training schools that are out there.
Sure.
Is there anything different with baseball? I mean, are you working on or baseball and softball? Are you working on some different things? I mean, it's the kind of sport where it's a sprint sport.
It is.
You're running to the ball, you're running to the base, and the only jogging you do is in and out, from the dugout. But so are there some slightly different things that you do, or is it basically similar stuff?
It's similar. It's just like you said. It's short control bursts.
Right.
Getting out of the batter's box, getting to that ball, their first 2 steps, getting to the base.
Right.
Getting back from the base.
Right.
A lot of catcher work. Catcher's real important. Just getting to their point, like I said, and making the throw is what we work on a lot.
Right. So what are some of the specific position exercises and things like that you do with these kids, like with a catcher or with a pitcher or an infielder?
A catcher, I work with her on getting out of the box, getting her shoulders turned to that base that she's throwing.
Right.
And making the throw, picking up the ball with one stride, making that throw. Same thing with any of the infield. Getting to the ball, hand on top, and actually turning your shoulders with no extra steps and firing that ball over there. Outfielders, their crow hop's big.
Right.
Softball is a fast sport.
Right. Yeah.
It's called fast pitch for a reason.
Yeah,
so.
it really is. Do you work on lateral movements? Because I would think on the infield that would, I played infield, and that was incredibly important. Is not only be able to sprint that way to get to the ball, but to be able to move laterally as well. Are there certain drills that you work?
Yeah, we do a lot of ladder work. I like
ladders.
Yeah, speed ladder. A lot of cone technique, picking the ball up off a cone, putting it in a bucket, getting from point A to B back to point A as quick as they can. A lot of arm movement. How many push-ups we do? We do a lot.
We have to do 60 or
How many do you do?
6.
How many a day? How many we're up to? 120
Yeah.
120 push-ups
a day.
Between all of them or each one?
Each one.
Oh my! Show me
Yeah.
your muscles, guys. Show
Oh,
me your
boy.
muscles. Look at that.
Gun show.
That's okay. Boy, I'm impressed. Now, does that make them? That I bet makes them stronger at bat too.
Stronger at bat, throwing the ball, getting their hands through the zone, and of course running. You know, the techniques with running is a lot of arm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I try to emphasize on that. Getting their arms in there, getting them working, and push-ups at this age is one of the best exercises for that.
Right. Yeah. So how can people get in touch with you to set up a session with you, or to bring their team in?
They can just get online or call up here to the dugout and talk to Aaron or Kristy.
Okay.
And here, real short, I'll have our clinics posted.
Okay.
They're Wednesday nights, 12 and under and 12 and over.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll move on from there.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So you can reach Sean at 816-313-5634, or send an email to info@thedugoutkc.com. Well, that will do it for our show today. My thanks to the Dugout for hosting us today, and to Kristy and Aaron Wisely, owners of the Dugout, plus Director of Player Development Terry Harris, and Speed and Strength Coach Sean Bristow, for joining us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com, and you can find it all over KC, and it's free, so pick it up today. Give me a cheer.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Sports. Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. Would you like a free TV commercial created for your business? Contact KC Sports now to find out more. Call 913-764-2050. Optimal Health Center in Overland Park has sports medicine specialists who can get you back in the game. And right now, get a free consultation and half-hour massage with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness. To find out more about the wellness solutions available at Optimal Health Center, visit ohckc.org or call 913-888-3338. The Kansas Rush Soccer Club is now registering recreational and competitive players for their upcoming summer soccer camps. And register now for their upcoming 6-week player development program in April and May, and the Junior Rush program too. For information and to sign up, visit kansasrush.com or call 913-764-4111. Are you looking for information on youth baseball and softball? Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine encourages you to check out these sports establishments. Competitive youth sports without single sports dedication or excessive fees. Contact Teamwork Sports at teamworksportskc.com. Teamwork Sports is also your place for top quality uniforms for all sports. Get instant offensive production after 1 hour at Hitter's Eye Team Batting Training. Email info@hitterseye.com. Sign up now for girls recreational softball with the Girls Club of Johnson County. No tryouts, no fundraisers, and all girls play in every game. Email gcsoftball@sbcglobal.net. Training for the committed baseball player is available in Olathe, Lawrence, and Topeka. Visit nextlevelbaseballacademy.com for more information. Player and team registration is now open for the 3-2 Baseball Club of Kansas City, Missouri. Visit kc3and2.com for league registration and upcoming tournaments. The Dugout is an indoor softball and baseball training facility in Independence featuring 3 turf fields, 6 batting cages, 3 pitching tunnels, and more. Visit thedugoutkc.com for more details. Sign up now for fun at Volleyball Beach. For over 27 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. And sign up now for spring leagues beginning March 28th. Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. For more information, call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. We catch Hoops Madness in the March issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. Read about KU, MU, and K-State, plus the world champ Royals, and we point out what the Chiefs need to do to prepare for next season. Plus, check out the Market Leverage Heartland Soccer Reports, U.S. Army High School top performers, the KC Ice Center Hockey Reports, and the Sporting Lee Summit Soccer Report. KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations, plus online at kcsportspaper.com. So check it out today. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or your driveway. We call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com.